Okay, so in the last video that I did, I was writing down how to effectively say it is, like it's something or is that something. So we have EAO, yep, that's correct. We have EAO. It's remarkable how difficult it is to find some of these characters. Just like they just run off. EAO and AO. And I made a mistake last video with this character because I was writing that part the same as that part, and as you can see, they're not the same. So EAO AO meaning this is, right? So if you wanted to say mul EAO, you would have to write it as mul, just like this. Now, because that's a consonant at the end, you'd use the EAO ending, right? So we'd say mul EAO, meaning this is water. No, not meaning this is water. It means it's water. And this is an important difference because I think this is a mistake I made in the last one. I kept on saying this is. It just means it's water. So if someone says, what are you drinking? You can say mul EAO. It's water. And of course, using AO, so if we use the word like gabang, meaning bag, which would be written like this, because that's a consonant at the end, we're going to use this ending here, which would make it AO, which is written like this, right? So that means gabang AO, bag, it is. So it's a bag, it is a bag. So using EAO and AO, you can only say it is water, or it's water, or it is a bag, or it's a bag. So today, the difference is that we're going to be introducing something else, which is Igor, written like this, like that. So the E, let's do it like this. The E on its own just means this, right? And so the go, originally in the dictionary, I believe it was actually written like this. Now that character, nope, not that, God, not that either, nope, Jesus, that one. On its own, it's a S sound, right? So if you wanted to say Sam, which is 3, il is Sam, you'd write it like that. And it would be pronounced as S-A-M, Sam. But because of the bilabial stop, which is when that last consonant becomes lighter, it kind of disappears. So this would be like got. That S doesn't, it's not like gos. The S kind of is soft. It almost sounds like a T, which I know it's not what it is, but it sounds like it. So originally, Igor was actually written like this. Igor. And the got part would be thing, right? So you're saying this thing. But I think over the years, because of convenience, either in writing or pronunciation or both, we've dropped the S character. So it's basically just become that. So if we want to say Igor, it's simply written like that, right? Yeah. Now Igor means this is. So this thing. Let's just write some example sentences, and then it'll be easier. So we want to write check. If I can find, there it is. Yep. So we're going to say check, meaning book. Check e, not that. Okay. Check e, yo, right? Let me just double check. Check e, yo, right? So EAO, of course, because check, which is book, it has a consonant at the end, we're going to use the EAO ending, meaning it's a book. But if you want to be specific and say this is a book, you're going to put in the old ego. And then basically this. So ego checkio. That's wrong. I knew it was wrong. God damn it. Okay. There's one character that was wrong because they're all so damn similar. I mean, they're not. I don't pay attention enough, but at a glance, they're similar. So if we want to have check, I can't believe I lost it again. One moment. What? There it is. God damn it. It's that. So it's the same character, but it's one of them has 2 dashes going across and the other has 1. And to me, they have the same type of pronunciation. So it's check EAO, which means we want to write it like that. So check meaning book, EAO, it's a book. Check EAO, it's a book. Ego, check EAO. Ego, you're saying this thing, so you're basically saying this is a book. So if someone says, what's that? You could just say it's a book. But if you're being specific and you're pointing to something, you're highlighting attention on something. Ego, check EAO. So let's try another one. In the long and arduous process that is me typing. A common word that is learnt fairly often, which is written like this. God, we're nearly there. Right. So, as I'm sure you know, camera. That's how that's pronounced. And in Korean, there's a lot of little words that are English, but they've become part of Korean language. So, camera is camera in Korean. I think I've said this before. And pizza is pizza. Zombie is chombi. Juice. So there are so much. So camera, very easy to remember. So camera ends in a vowel. So we're going to say the eo, which of course is written like that. So camera eo. And in order to speed this up, if we want to say it's a camera, we're literally going to say igo camera eo. So this is a camera, sorry. For the same thing, you can write copy eo, and you can have igo copy eo. So rather than saying it's coffee, you're saying this is coffee. It's just ego. You're literally pointing to the thing you're talking about. And of course, a good one, which it's all following the same rules. It's just repeating the same stuff over and over again. So if you have a question about something, we're going to write ego. And then one of the most important words to remember, not that either, ego. This isn't intuitive at all for me, I mean. No, that's that one. Igo mo. So mo means what. So if someone calls you, you can say mo, like what, as in what do you want. So igo mo. Now mo, meaning what, ends in a vowel. So of course we're going to say eyo, like that. So igo moyo. Yeah. What is igo moyo? What is this? So that's a good one to know. You can say igo coffee요. So is this coffee? And someone says 네 맞아요. 이거 커피예요. Now 맞아요 is 네 means yes, but if you're saying 맞아요, you're saying that's right. So you usually say 네 맞아요, like that's really right. You're wholeheartedly agreeing with what they said. There's some more. 이거 뭐요? 이거 핸드폰이에요. So what is this? This is a handphone. So it's basically the same as the last video, because it's basically you're still attaching the E or A or depending on the consonant or the noun. Sorry, the consonant or the vowel. But you can only say it is. So 물 이에요, it is water. But if we say 이거 물이에요, you're saying this is water. So all we need to remember from this is that, which is good. So yeah, in fact, I am going to read out, because I do have a book, a conversation. It's like a four-line conversation. So 이거 볼펜이에요. So you're saying, is this a ballpoint pen? So 볼펜, ballpoint pen. 이거 meaning this thing specifically. 볼펜 meaning ballpoint pen, and 이에요. So it's this thing, ballpoint pen, is this. So is this a ballpoint pen? 아니요. 사포요. Right? Meaning no. Siapu? Yeah, siapu예요. Siapu is a mechanical pencil. So it has the AO on the end because pu ends in a vowel, therefore the AO ending. So you're saying, no, this is a mechanical pencil. Then 이거는요, 볼펜이에요. Now, there's something in here I don't recognize. 이거는요, which says, how about this? So I'm assuming the nun part is basically saying the this, but how about this? Is it a ballpoint pen? And then 네, 볼펜 맞아요. So yes, ballpoint pen, it is. I agree with you. Because like 네 맞아요 means you're sort of strongly agreeing with me. So all it is basically is remembering 이거 when you're saying this thing. So 물이에요, it is water. 이거 물이에요. I'm doubting myself, I think that's correct. Yeah. So 이거 물이에요, meaning this is water. All right.